You see, this is one of those videos that I'm not really sure it's needed, because Thy Holiest, they relay them, has already made what I consider the video on how to paint gems. Worth of their relay them, the base, the glaze, the edge, amen. But the truth is I needed a video for this week and I had some gems to paint, so... Hello fellow Hearts of Blue and welcome to my channel. This guy here needs some gems painted. I have no videos ready for this week, so why don't you join me and we wrap this mini together. Let's get cracking. As you can see, we have our gems base coated using Mephisto Red, and my first step would be to shade them. I usually prefer to add the dark part on the top before adding the highlights, that way I can play with the reflections a bit more. So I'm taking pure black and I'm filling it down to a glaze consistency like you can see there, and I'm going to apply this, moving my brush from the middle of the gem more or less onto the top. Be sure you're finishing your brush stroke in the very top of the gem. Be sure you are making both gems in the same way. As you can see, I'm covering less and less area with each glaze I make, until I get a perfect black on the top of the gem. After that shading is done, and I'm going to move into highlighting all my gems, and for this I'm going to take Eboson Scarlet, and I'm going to make a kind of heavy glaze with it, and I'm going to apply that on the opposite corner that we did Eboson Scarlet with. Just apply this on the opposite corner, and as you can see I'm covering part of the black glazes with this. That is because that way I can smooth the transition a bit more with this Eboson Scarlet. Don't forget to pick up the small gems too. I'm really not bothering that much with them. You don't need to make a perfect transition there. I will keep on adding layers of Eboson Scarlet until I'm happy with it. Our highlight with Eboson Scarlet is now finished, and I'm going to move into Wild Rider Red, and I'm going to make a smaller highlight, but similar to the one with Eboson Scarlet. This will be mostly just a thick line on the bottom of the gem. As you can see, I also pick up a bit of the edge all around, not all around, but just a bit. And I will also do the reflections on the top now, and I choose to do them first thick with orange, so they have a bit more interest, a bit more visual interest. So I'm taking the Wild Rider Red, and I'm just going to do a couple of dots with that color on the darkest bit. Our highlight with Wild Red Red is now done, and I'm going to move into the next one. This is Fire Dragon Bright, and this time I will just do a very thin light with Fire Dragon Bright right at the bottom of the gem. Just like that. Now for the next highlight, I'm taking Luganath Orange, and I'm going to do the same thin highlight I did with Fire Dragon Bright, but concentrating it just there in that corner, right opposite to the darker black shading on the top. Just there. On the small gems, I'm going to try to do the same. Now for the final step on our gems, I'm taking white, and with white I'm going to first of all do the final highlight on the bottom of the gems, just a very small dot on the big ones, just there and there, very small. And now I'm going to make a small dot inside of the orange dot we did previously. Try to leave a very thin line of orange showing, just like that. On the very small gems, I'm not going to bother highlighting the bottom, I'm just going to do a dot there on the top. And same there. And with that last step done, the gems, and in fact King Knight, is finished, and he really looks like a decadent dandy. So guys, I really hope you like this short video, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye! Do you like my videos and want to help me make them? Well, there are several ways you can do that. You can follow me on social media, you have the links to all my social media in the description below. You can also check out my affiliate links in the pinned comment of this video. Use those links in your next hobby purchase and help me, without any additional cost to you. I also have merch that you can see just below this video on the shop tab of my channel, but most importantly there is Patreon and channel members. You have the link to my Patreon in the description below and in the pinned comment of the video, or if you prefer you can just click the join button just below this video. Patreon and channel members help me do all the cool projects that I want to make and help me improve the quality of my videos. Don't be afraid, no content will ever be hidden behind a paywall, but it's a nice way to help me and you will get something back for your generosity. Said guys, thank you very much for watching, and special thank you to Ben Morin, Daniel Figueiredo, Victor Dolmen, Michael Boye, Christoph Moret, Joshua Bohannon, Ryan Mann, Berdrain, Javi Mota, Kevin Sulars, Kieran O'Murthail, Renald Lindemann, Jonathan Ekelund, Dr. B, G-Force, Elric Edge, Sasha Park, D.T. Butler, Manuel Pilela, Josh Simpson, Dominic Trevizo, Richard Kierkowski, Brent Sillinger, Mark Jarvis, Gareth Smith, Bill Carswell, Mateo De Rienzo, Arundel, and Natius Maximus for being the coolest persons in the planet. Be like these fine folk, join my Patreon, and take control.